The crisis on the offensive line could be about to explode. A 6'8" rookie giant promises to save the quarterback. But will he hold up when the predators of the NFC North come hunting? Meanwhile, a veteran running back with a busted knee might be Ryan Poles' last desperate bet, just when our rivals had already written us off. And the final bombshell. The kicker who missed when we needed it most is now facing a silent competitor who might take the job. Will the Bears survive these life or death decisions? Subscribe now before it's too late, and don't miss a single move that could change the destiny of our franchise. What we are witnessing at Hollis Hall could completely change the future of the franchise. The draft has just ended, and Ryan Poles is making moves that no one expected. I'll say this bluntly, the Bears' offensive line is at a critical crossroads, and Ozzie Trapelo might be the unexpected answer. Let's be honest here. What team allows 68 sacks in a season and expects to win anything? I'm asking you, how in the world do you expect to develop a rookie quarterback when he's getting slaughtered every Sunday? It's absurd. And now they're bringing in this giant from Boston College, 6'8", second-round pick. But the big question is, where is he going to play? Trapelo comes from playing right tackle in college, but he also has experience on the left side. What fascinates me is his mentality. When asked about his preferred position, he answered, "If you had asked me during last season, I'd obviously say right, because that's where I practice. But as soon as the season ended, especially getting to this level, you want to be as versatile as possible. So I've worked everywhere except center." And he continued, "I'd be ready to cover wherever needed. That's the main goal, right? To get on the field as soon as possible, so that's what I focused my training on these past months. I think I've done a good job with that, so I wouldn't have a preference at this moment. I believe this mentality is exactly what the Bears need. A player who is willing to adapt, to do whatever it takes for the team. But let's be realistic. Versatility means nothing if you can't block the NFL monsters. The big problem here is that Darnell Wright has been a rock on the right side. He got an impressive rating of 79.3 from Pro Football Focus in 2024, ranking 16th out of 140. Why move him? I tell you that Wright has experience on the left side from college, and Poles has already suggested the possibility of moving him. And what about Braxton Jones? He's supposed to start the season as the left tackle, but that ankle injury will limit him throughout the preseason. I ask you, what happens if that injury persists? Do you really want to risk the protection of your rookie quarterback? The reality is that Trapelo will have an important role in 2025, whether as an immediate starter or as a swing tackle to begin with. But Bears fans should expect to see this rookie regularly as Ben Johnson continues building his offense. Now, let's shift to something that could be even more controversial. There are rumors circulating about Nick Chubb possibly joining the Bears. And let me tell you why this is much more complicated than it seems. Chubb is coming off a devastating knee injury, the same knee that was injured in college. And we know that anterior cruciate ligament injuries are the most devastating for running backs. I tell you this with absolute clarity. History is not on Chubb's side. Let's look at the facts. Chubb is 29 years old, and at that age, recovering from such an injury is extremely difficult. Yes, he had a similar injury in college and managed to return with seasons of 1,130 and 1,345 yards, but he was much younger then. We look at historical cases. We see that age makes a huge difference. Adrian Peterson returned from an ACL injury with 2,097 yards, his personal best, but he was only 25 years old. Saquon Barkley and Edgerrin James also successfully recovered from similar injuries, but they were young. On the other hand, we have cases like Terrell Davis, whose Hall of Fame career practically ended after an ACL injury. Jamal Charles recovered from his first ACL injury at 24, but when he suffered another at 27, he was never the same again. I believe that if the Bears are considering Chubb, they must consider these historical precedents. The only glimmer of hope were his last 2 games of last season, where he averaged 4.4 and 4.6 yards per carry against Pittsburgh and Kansas City, respectively. But even with that, he suffered a foot fracture that ended his season. I ask you, is the risk worth it? It makes sense for the Bears to first evaluate their rookie Kyle Monangai and the undrafted free agent Deion Hankins at the rookie camp from May 9th to 11th before rushing to make a decision. And speaking of important decisions, let's move on to a position that cost the Bears multiple games in 2024, the kicker. The Bears just signed Michigan State kicker Jonathan Kim as an undrafted free agent. And let me tell you, this could completely change the dynamics of close games for Chicago. Cairo Santos has been reliable with extra points, completing 25 of 26 attempts, but only made 21 of 25 field goal attempts, with the 4 misses coming from 40-plus yards. His percentage of 84.0% was his lowest mark since returning to Chicago in 2020. The big issue with Santos is his low kicking trajectory, which makes him susceptible to blocks. He had 2 crucial field goals blocked in 2024. The first was against the Packers in Week 11, an attempt that would have won the game on the final play. The second occurred the following week against the Vikings during the second quarter, in a game decided by 3 points in overtime. And do you recall Week 17 against the Seahawks? The Bears opted not to attempt a potentially game-winning 57-yard field goal. Instead, they called a pass play that ended with an interception to lose the game. I tell you, this is unacceptable for a team that aspires to win more, and 2020-5. Kim could be the answer. During his career at Michigan State, he became the most accurate kicker in the program's history, hitting 32 of 39 field goal attempts. Not only is he precise, but he has a powerful leg, making 11 of 12 attempts from 40-plus yards in 2024. To put it in context, Kim's personal record has been 58 yards, while Santos is 50-5. Kim even converted his first college attempt at a crucial moment against Maryland during the 2024 season, hitting a 37-yard field goal to win the game. I believe having a player like Kim on the field this summer will help pressure the 33-year-old veteran and let him know that his starting position might not be secured for the 2025 season. I ask you, who will emerge victorious from this competition? Who will be the starter for the team? The Bears are at a turning point. The decisions they make now regarding these 3 key positions can determine if they finally make the leap the fans have been waiting for so long. The offensive line needs stability. The running back position needs reliable talent, and the team needs a kicker they can trust in critical moments. What do you think about these moves? Do you think Trapelo should play as a left or right tackle? Is the risk with Nick Chubb worth it? And should they keep Santos or give the rookie Kim a chance? This is the time to make your voice heard. Leave your comments below with your predictions and opinions. What position do you think is the most critical to improve this year? If you're enjoying this kind of in-depth analysis on the Bears, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any exclusive content. Remember, we are a family of fans united by our passion for the Bears. Your opinion matters, and we want to hear it. Give it a like if you want me to delve deeper into any of these topics in the next video. See you in the comments, and bear down.